Okay, let me guess. You feel like you're the only person failing. Well, have you ever heard of someone named Abraham Lincoln? Maybe J.K. Rowling. What about Michael Jordan, Bill Gates, Mark Cuban, Colonel Sanders from KFC, Eminem, Mary Kay, Walt Whitman, and so many more? Do you know what they have in common? They all failed. Hey, what's up? It's Lionel, your Fail into Success coach, and today we're going to talk about the only four letters you need to succeed in life and in business. There's a moment coming when your biggest failure leads to your greatest success. All right, trust me, you are not alone. Every single icon you admire, know of, or even think of has faced setbacks. But do you know what the difference is? They didn't stop, they persevered. But here's the twist: perseverance isn't just about pushing harder, it's about pushing smarter. All right, stick with me as I try to break down the exact framework you need to preserve and persevere through any failure and come out on top. So here's a hard truth: perseverance is not just about pushing through and pretending like everything's all right. It's about taking ownership without self blame. True perseverance starts within, and it's about owning your failures. Listen, without excuses or letting them define you. Remember, when you take ownership, failure is not final, it is just a part of the process. Like I've said before, that failure is just a comma in the sentence of life. It does not define your success, it is a pause, not a period. Listen, I read a quote many years ago that said, "The stormy sea makes for a skilled sailor, not a smooth one. And you can only grow through hard times." Whatever you're facing in this season is going to shape you to become the very best version of yourself. It's going to become your story of success in the future. All right, so here is the four-letter framework of what we're going to implement going forward every time you go through failure to ensure that that failure turns into success. All right, so number one, F, face it. Most people will run from their failures, but here's the truth: you cannot fix what you're unwilling to face. Have you ever seen someone walk around with ketchup on a shirt, makeup off on their face, looking a hot mess? If you go up to them and you say, "Hey, there's something on your shirt, something on your face," and they say, "Oh, no, 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 that's not true," how are they ever going to fix it? You've got to be willing to face and acknowledge and look at, as Michael Jackson once said, the man in the mirror. Acknowledging your failure is not about weakness, it's all about strength. The courage to face it is the first step towards success. All right, to the second letter of our process, analyze it. All right, so here's where I think a lot of people get tripped up. They fail and they move on without asking the question, why did I fail? But that's the key to unlocking your next big win. You have to analyze your failure. I mean, what went wrong? What didn't you do? What could have you have done differently? What shouldn't you have said, or what should you have said? Maybe you shouldn't have sent that email, or maybe you shouldn't have had that business partner. You don't just move on, you study it. The lessons are hidden in the details. There's this old statement they used to say that the devil's in the detail. Well, it's true. The more information you gather, the more you're able to understand and create an opportunity for the future. The letter in our four-letter fail framework is to implement change. So here's where most people get stuck. They learn the lesson, but they never apply it. Don't just collect knowledge, use it. Implement change. Once you have analyzed your failures, make it your mission to make the necessary adjustments. Listen, perseverance isn't just about showing up, it's about showing up smarter every single time. When I was growing up, my grandfather used to have a statement. He said, "It's better to work smarter, not harder." What good is it to do all of that work, to analyze and to bring it all in and to become the best version of yourself, and not work smarter and expedite your process towards your desired day? All right, number four in our failure framework. All right, the L in it all, and I love L because that's my name, but learn from it. All right, so here's the final secret: growth doesn't just happen because you failed. It happens when you learn from that failure and carry those lessons forward. Don't just survive your failures, grow from them. Internalize exactly what you've learned so it shapes how you approach the future challenges. It's all about taking in the FAIL framework and using that in every circumstance and situation that you face. Hey, this is all about what you can do to become the best version of yourself. Failure does not define you. It is only a piece of your story. Lock in with me as we take this journey into part 2.